Now let's take a look at creating breakout rooms in Adobe Connect. So one of the first things you'll want to do is make sure that your session is open and active. And then you'll take a look at who is in your list. So right now we have one host and one participant. So for this example, we only have 2 people to distribute, but we can still demonstrate all of those. The next thing you'll look at is what mode you're in within this attendees pod. You'll see that right now we're in this attendee view, so we're seeing who the attendees are, but we want to change to the breakout view. If I roll over this, the breakout room view is what we'll do. So we'll click on that. And so now we're in the breakout room view. So there's a couple of ways I can do this. I can use this button here, which is the evenly distribute from Maine. So that will take everyone on the list and just evenly distribute them across what are now, right now, the 3 breakout rooms that I have. So if I do that, it'll just take everybody and move them to those sections. The other way I can do it is to move them into the breakouts manually. I can roll over that person's name and simply drop them into a different breakout, or I can drop them into another breakout here. So I'm going to put that one there. So you just kind of move them around, or I can put them all back into the main meeting. So now they're back in the main. So you can see there's a little bit of a delay, so just have to kind of be patient with that. But you get the idea. So the other thing I do right now is you'll see that I only have 3 breakouts now. I'm going to slide this down so we can look. I can create new ones. So I can create another breakout, which is good so that I can again distribute people into those other ones. And then at this point I can do the start breakouts. If I do start, it actually does the distribution. So now it says you are now in a breakout session, and I can, as a host, I can broadcast a message to all of them, or I can end the breakouts. So the distribution of people into breakouts happens prior to actually starting them. So especially if you're doing activities that are going kind of quickly, you'll want to have that done ahead of time. You could certainly do that even before the session started. Like let's say everyone was logged in, but you hadn't started yet, you could distribute them but not even actually start the breakout till later. So if I want to end it, I can either click end here or I can click end here. So if I end it, I can then, if I want to, move everybody back to the main meeting, and now everyone's in the main. So I'd say as a general rule, probably keeping everybody in main is good until you're really ready to move them to the others. But again, pressing pressing that distribute button will distribute them evenly, especially if you have a large group, or you can drag and drop people into other breakouts, start them, end them, and if you want to, you can just move them back to the main to be sure that everyone is in the same session. So that's just the brief overview of breakouts. I'm sure that you could probably kind of work through that and find a method and a process that works best for you as to when you do that, how you do it, and the way you want to distribute individuals into those different breakout sessions.